Good morning. About 20 minutes after 9 on Wednesday, 21st of August, 2019. With MarketWizard.com and eMiniWizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. This is a business, and it's not for everyone. If you survive it, I believe mostly because they don't get a good education before they even start. They're undercapitalized. There's so many different reasons. But I think if you take the time to study yourself and study the markets, you have a better shot at it. And that's what we're here for, to try to help understand how markets are moving. And because markets tend to evolve, we need to adapt. Can't just use the same formulas we used to use. Normally, we would love the convenient trade to come backwards a couple of years ago. Now we're weighing 50-50. Well, which way is the market going and where are we going to? So there's a 1-minute chart that I was looking at, and I could just see the squeeze. And we had started with the 5-minute chart, and you can see just how good that was. So anybody who is playing pre-market should be covered by 28. And I believe, as I said earlier, that 05, this circle area in the chart that I provided in the room, this, I said, this clearly, that's support. And that was my premise pre-market, that this was an important location, and jacked it from there sideways. This is a Slim Jim, and then we get the breakout bar again, base on base, and just a squeeze type trade. So 5-minute is a fast chart, but it was in play, and that's why I said let's use that ahead of the 10s and 15s. So we've gotten 1% move already. And my advice, make sure you paid. I said buy the open. There's no evidence yet of a profit taking, but normally prior to the open, if you've had a good run, you want to get paid. At least that's my belief. So tough market the last couple of days. Let's take a look at a deeper chart. And you can see just how important this core area was. So a few notations I made pre-market. One of them was, you remember how that 16 area was, we dropped that right here. And then we had to sell off and wipe out and then bounce back. And I'd said this morning that I think we've got to reacquire that all over again. You've got to bust that 16, 15 area, 15 and a half. So that held true for now, for the squeeze in low volume overnight. And we had a resistance at this 28 area yesterday, right? The end of the day, we call that resistance. So that's still resistance until broken, but my guess is that's something that the boys are gunning for. So anything we get backside today is good fortune, is the way I'm looking at it. And once we get ahead of steam, you could obviously come back and do whatever, but I'd said at the time we're going to use the 5 support, and then think aggressively that the 10 to 12 was our support. This was our squeeze pivot, I said, right here. And you can see it. So anybody who fought this overnight, cool yourself off, collect your wits about you. If you did nothing, that's okay. These have been tough, tough markets, especially in these type of egregious moves overnight. So first things first, lock profits if you have been blessed with a trade that we were suggesting. And let's take a look at a few other ideas. But what a crazy market. And the Boyz defended their turf. I called 92 support last night, and this has been one heck of a barn burner.